constantly refreshing your email, nervously checking the eVisa status page, worrying that your Vietnam eVisa don't arrive in time for your trip. Your anxiety is completely normal. Hi, I'm Mai from MyV in Vietnam. As a local who has been working in travel industry for over 15 years, I'm here to share you all the insider tips for your trip to Vietnam and beyond. And in this video, we are going to replace that anxiety with a clear, actionable plan. We'll cover the real processing times, exactly how to decode the status page, and what to do in every possible worst-case scenario. First, the official 3 days promise vs the reality. Let's tackle the biggest myth first, the 3 working day processing time. The official website states this, but in reality, it is the best case scenario, not a guarantee. Based on the consistent reports from travel, the actual processing times is typically 3 to 7 working days. Now, let's be crystal clear on working days. In Vietnam it means Monday to Friday, excluding Saturday, Sunday, and Vietnamese public holiday. The most significant holiday is Tết or Lunar New Year, where government officers can be closed for a week or more. If you apply right before or during Tết, expect significant delays of 2 weeks or longer. Other holidays like Reunification Days, April 13th, and National Day, September 2nd, can also cause 2 to 3 days delays or even more. My advice is to check local holiday calendar before applying. 2. How long before my flight should I apply? So with the real processing time in mind, when should you apply? Here's my professional risk-averse strategies. The golden rule is to apply as soon as you have your flight details and rough idea about your accommodation. The ideal window might be 3 to 4 weeks before your trip. This gives you a massive buffer for any delays, requests, or additional documents or technical glitches. It allows you to be calm and patient. The risky zone might be 1 to 3 weeks before your trip. You are now at the mercy of the system. While many get it in time, you have no room for error. You will likely be checking your status multiple times a day. The panic zone, less than 1 week before your trip. I strongly advise against it. The stress is immense, and if it's delayed, you may have to cancel or change flights. If you are in this situation, apply immediately and also start researching backup plans, which I will cover later. 3. Decoding the status check page that do the messages really means. This is where most of the confusion and panic sets in. The status page is basic and awfully glitchy. Let me translate what each status actually means based on what happens behind the scenes. Submitted or in process. This is the most common anxiety-inducing status. It can mean everything from your application is in a digital queue or an officer is currently reviewing your documents. It does not mean that there is a problem. It just means that you are waiting. This status can last for 80% of the processing time, so just be patient. Additional document required. This is a clear signal. Check your email immediately. The officers have found an issue with your photo or passport scan. They will specify what you need to fix. You usually have a limited time to upload a new document, and your application will be processed once you do. Approved or granted, congratulations, your visa is ready. However, there is a final critical step. The status will change to granted and a download eVisa button will appear. You must wait for click this button. The PDF file you download is your official eVisa. Do not travel with just an approval status. My advice is that you print this eVisa out and bring it with you for smooth entry. Not found or no records found error. This is a classic glitch. Double check your entries your registration code and email perfectly. If it's correct, don't panic. This often happens shortly after application submission or payment. The system is slow to update. Wait at least 4 to 6 hours or even until the next morning before worrying. If it persists for more than 24 hours after payment, then there may be an issue. Number 4. The payment went through, but status is unpaid or no confirmation email. This happens the most common technical glitches, and it's terrifying. You see the charge on your card, but the eVisa portal shows unpaid, and you never got a confirmation email. Here's what's happening. The payment gateway and the immigration database are not syncing in real time. Step 1. Do not reapply or repay. You will likely end up with 2 charges or 2 applications. Step 2. Be patient. It can take 22 to 48 hours for the system to recognize, especially if you apply on a weekend. The status will often update automatically from unpaid to in process after this time. Step 3. Use the search function. Even without a confirmation email, you can often file your application after a day using search tab with your application number, date of birth, and email. 5. My flight is in 48 hours and no visa, so there is emergency protocol. If you are in genius time-sensitive emergency, here's your step-by-step protocol. Stop panicking and start acting. Step 1. Contact officially immediately. Send a polite but urgent email from the contact form of the website. In the subject line, write urgent, fly in with the number of days or hour and your registration code. In the body, include your full name, the passport number, date of birth, flight detail, and registration code. Attach your flight itinerary and file the contact form. It's much more effective than email. Step 2. Reapplication. If you have absolutely no time left, you can make a difficult choice. The eVisa fee is just only $25 for a single entry. You can start a brand new application, and sometimes a fresh application goes through faster than a stored one. This is a risk, but for some, it has worked. Step 3. Your last resort option. If you find yourself in an urgent situation and you need immediate assistance, we offer a fast-track service for Vietnam eVisa through MyVie in Vietnam. While the cost is slightly higher than the standard $25 government fee, you gain a stress-free visa process handled by a reliable agent. Consider this your dependable option when all other avenues have been exhausted. After all, here's the ultimate strategy for a stress-free experience. You apply 3 or 4 weeks in advance. This single action solves 99% of the problem we've discussed. Understand that in process is normal. Be patient with payment glitches and have the plan. Let's recap. Real estate timing. Expect 3 to 7 working days and avoid holidays. Apply early. The 3 to 4 weeks window is your key to peace of mind. Decode the status. In process is normal. Waiting for download button. And payment glitches. Wait 24 to 48 hours for the system to sync. Emergency plan. Use the contact form, consider reapplication, or use our fast-track service. To ensure your entire application is perfect from the first click, avoiding photo rejection, name field error, and more. My complete step-by-step walkthrough is available on the channel, and I will guide you through every single field. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching. Breathe easy and have a wonderful trip to Vietnam. See you there!